April 4th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Time to call the Franklin City Council meeting to order. Ms. Rhodes, roll call, please.
Yeah.
Mr. Austin?
Here.
Mr. Hukin?
Here.
Ms. Jones?
Here.
Ms. McGinnis?
Here.
Ms. Nally?
Here.
Mr. Prine?
Here.
Mr. Taylor?
Here.
Sir, you have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Brian Reese, prayer and pledge, please.
Invite you to join me. Our Father in heaven, we come before you this evening with humble and grateful hearts for another wonderful day of life. We just pray that you'd be with everything that takes place here in City Hall tonight as we swear in Weston. Just pray that you would just bless him for a service here in Franklin with the FFD. Just give him a good time of service here, safety and protection. Bless him and his family. We do pray to be with all of our first responders, all our healthcare workers. Thank you for the hard work they do and the work they do to take care of the residents of this city. I pray you be with the councils. They deliberate, make decisions tonight. Just give them wisdom and guidance from above. And I pray that you bless them for their labors for this city as well. It's in your name we pray. Amen. I invite you to join me in the pledge. If you'd stand, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, under announcements, presentations, and public comment, we do have a new hire from the fire department tonight, Mr. Weston Rivers, and today we were asked, is this football player or what? So, you know, the names kind of got you there. So, Weston, thank you. Come on up.
Neither one is a hotel chain.
I, Weston Rivers. Have been appointed to the office of Lieutenant Firefighter. In the City of Franklin Fire Department. I swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America. The Constitution of the State of Indiana. And the rules and regulations of the Franklin Fire Department. I swear that I will obey all the lawful orders of my superior officers and faithfully discharge the duty of said office to the best of my ability. Congratulations, sir.
I don't know if it's an oath or a memory test. I don't know if it's an oath or a memory test.
We like to see how many times he gets stuck.
That's all right, we've got some paramedics in the room.
So again, congratulations, and I would like to, hey, at this time, before y'all leave, I just want to thank all the firefighters for what you guys have done in our community and leading our task through COVID. Hopefully, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but you guys done a great job, and we appreciate everything you've done. Thank you. Okay, are there any other announcements, presentations, or public comments that is not on the agenda? Hearing none, we will go to the consent agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, There isn't any old business.
Move to
so
read new business by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to read new business by title only. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank goodness. Hearing none, we will go to Johnson County Public Library update. Johnson County Public Library staff members. Hi, Lisa.
You guys take one and pass it down. We should have one for Jane too. Hello, I'm Lisa Littner, the library director for the Johnson County Public Library. I'm here with the branch manager, Tiffany Wilson, from the Franklin branch as well. We're here to give you our 2021 year in review. So I'm not sure if we did have a slideshow to share. Did you get that in advance? Don't worry, I can do without it. I can perform without a PowerPoint, no worries. So what you have in your packet there is a infographic on our statistics from 2021. And we also included a one-sheeter of programs of interest coming up in the next few months. To say the least, our biggest project in 2021 was the building of the new Clark Pleasant branch. We broke ground in March, and then we opened in March 2022. And we are just extremely lucky that our construction project came in on time and on budget during probably one of the most difficult construction seasons, as you guys know. So. We are really, really excited. The amount of people coming to the new library location has really blown us away. We've made 400 new library cards in just the first couple of weeks of being open, and just the amount of people coming in is incredible. The old Clark Pleasant branch, one of the main things we wanted to do is expand the children's department because of the growth of families in Clark and Pleasant townships, and that goal was achieved. We are 72% bigger than the old location. The old location maybe could have 2 to 3 families in the children's department. Now we see more like 10 to 15 families in the children's department. And every time I go there, there's people there reading and checking out books. The other thing really important that we learned from our visioning sessions was that our citizens needed quiet study spaces to work. And we have 3 study rooms that are available to anybody in Johnson County, and they're being used just incredibly. Today I was there, homeschool families using the study rooms. We had an individual working on their college degree, just a good improvement from the old location where we had absolutely no space to expand. In your handout, we also kind of have some of the highlights, and just to share with everybody who's attending tonight, we had COVID and flu clinics at all of our library locations in 2021, and we partnered with lots of different organizations. Leadership Johnson County, we had a leadership book discussion. We assisted Aspire Community Matters group, and we created an online resource for students to learn about skilled trade opportunities for kids right out of high school that are available here in Johnson County. We made seed packets available to share the love of agriculture and home gardening to residents, and we partnered with the Johnson County Soil and Water Conservation District to launch the Little Native Seed Library at the Trafalgar branch. We also partnered with Johnson County Parks and many town and city parks for the Great Park Quest to encourage all of our residents to visit all of our great park systems in Johnson County. And now Tiffany's going to mention some things happening at the Franklin branch.
So here's some ways you can make a difference in our community just by attending some library programs at the Franklin branch. You can donate blood at our Read and Bleed program, which the next one is coming up on June 1st. We just had one. The American Red Cross always comes out and does a great job for us. You can participate in suicide prevention by receiving QPR training, and that's on Thursday, April 21st at 5:30. You can support the local environment by learning more about biodiversity, biodiverse gardening in Johnson County from the Johnson County Recycling District, and that's on April 26th. Any caregivers for preschool children, we can learn about early literacy practices that you can do with your child over the summer by coming to our Counting Down to Kindergarten program on Thursday, June 2nd. And for any child that has completed their 1,000 books before kindergarten, we have a program where children can read 1,000 books before they enter kindergarten and receive prizes for that. So we're going to have a big party on June 3rd at our branch, and it will happen at all 4 branches. And we're going to have the Green Crayon come and visit from the day the crayons quit. You can make an impact on someone right here in Franklin through our Crafting for a Cause programs. The ones we'll be doing at Franklin will be creating self-care bags for Girls Inc. on Friday, June 17th. And we're doing mother-sent hearts for preemies, which are given to mothers whose newborn infants have been admitted to the Newborn Intensive Care Unit in Johnson Memorial, and that's in July. And you can learn about reducing your risk of Alzheimer's during our Healthy Living for Your Brain and Body program in partnership with the Greater Indianapolis chapter of Alzheimer's Association on Thursday, June 30th. Other things coming up, our Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra comes and visits us every year at all 4 of our branches and do a teddy bear concert with our children, and that is going to be on June 4th. We're going to have a Johnson County in the Civil War program in partnership with David Pfeiffer at the Museum of History, and he's going to do that on June 7th. Voices from the Past Storytellers series, highlighting Paul V. McNutt, Hoosier Governor and humanitarian, partnership with Museum of History as well. And that's on June 18th. And then, just for fun, we're going to do an Oregon Trail live program, where if you remember the 1980s video game, it will be pretty much exactly the same. We'll have groups of 10 coming through every half an hour, and you can go visit all the forts, and hopefully you won't experience any dysentery or have to ford the river and have something horrible happen. So that's going to be on June 18th as well.
Thank you. I have to sign up for that. Boy, I was a fan of the Oregon Trail game. I don't know about you. So we're seeing some of the photographs now of the new Clark Pleasant branch, just in case you weren't able to make it to the kickoff or be able to go there. It's at US 31 in Clearwater, just south of Whiteland Road. And great location. And like I said, it's just a great experience to go in and see families reading together. And we also, our foundation raised $300,000 for this project. Nearly a third of that is going to fund entirely the supplies and equipment for the robotics learning lab. And that is, we partnered with the schools to kind of see what kind of learning experiences they wanted their children and families to see. And the biggest thing was to learn about STEAM careers. So there's programming and planning regarding robotics to support our advanced manufacturing in Johnson County, and to give people of all ages just an idea of what's out there for our different trades in Johnson County. So I'm also here if you want to ask any questions about the library. I'm happy to answer them.
Lisa, I have one. I always
Okay.
got a question.
Sure.
Out of the 400 people, I like where this is located at, because it's right there to, the city limits line, and Knollwood and people from the north side of Franklin, it's probably easier
Yeah.
to get to
for
the
sure.
Whiteland branch than it is our own Franklin branch. So
Yeah.
I think it's located in a great spot. Whoever picked that out, good job. Out of the 400 people, was any of those Franklin people, or do you know that? Before they-
The new residents, probably. I will say a great number of them come from the 2 neighborhoods that live behind the library. And one gentleman, maybe in his 60s, said he never had a library card in his whole life. And that he said, well, you're right in my front yard, so I better go get one. But I probably could research that to see.
don't have to.
My
I was
guess
just
is
curious.
the answer is yes, because you're right. Like if you live over in that area or by Christina Place or something like that with the Franklin address, that is definitely going to be closer to you.
Yep, so,
Yep, we are the Johnson County Public Library, so you get to use all of our good branches and good programs.
good job. Keep
All
up
right.
the good work.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item, and this is introduction only. Common Council Budgetary Ordinance Number 22-07, an additional appropriation local road and bridge matching grant fund, capital 2022, Part 2. I think that means Part 2, -4500-008, 400 in the amount of $475,000, $475,536.23. Clerk Treasurer Jane Rhodes.
You are correct. This is the second community crossings grant that we've received in 2021. The $475,000 is the grant money plus our match. So we would like to appropriate it all at once.
Okay, so that's
Introduction.
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 So if anybody has any questions for Jane, feel free. If not, we'll go into other business, which there isn't any. So now, council member comments. Council President, Mr. Austin.
Mayor, I don't have anything other than the street department is continuing to do a great job. Of course, all the other departments are doing great, but I see them out often in the neighborhoods and doing what they do, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Austin. Mr. Hukin.
1,000 books, huh? Before kindergarten? I couldn't even count my toes by
And he grew up to be on the council.
yeah. I was driving by the library this afternoon with my wife, who works in Bargersville. And she's resident of Franklin, but works in Bargersville, and said, I hear that branch is beautiful. I said, it probably is. Yeah, so the word's out. Yeah. Congratulations on getting it done. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Mrs. Jones?
Nothing today, other than I did have a question. I know you guys were gonna sell some furniture. Has that already happened
It's, the public sale is Saturday at 9 a.m.
this coming Saturday?
And lots of chairs, lots of
Yeah.
shelving, things like that.
And where is it gonna be at?
At the old Clark
At the-
Pleasant.
Okay,
530 Tracy Road. Yeah.
Anything else, Lisa?
that's it.
Okay, Mrs. McGinnis?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mrs. Nally?
Nothing tonight.
Mr. Prine?
I have nothing, sir.
Mr. Vice President Taylor?
Nothing tonight, sir.
Mrs. Rhodes? Mrs. Gray?
No, sir.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?